I just want to kind of scoot back to to when he was with Cleveland Guardians. The dude was a whole beast. He has a vibe about him. And one of the things I love about Josh Naylor is how intense he is. He does things off the bat instinctively. I like the excitement era. So I want to go ahead and start with number 3, my third favorite play by Mr. Josh Naylor in the last couple years. And it's not even really a play. This is just antics. It's when Josh Naylor walked off the Minnesota Twins in the 10th inning back in 2022. And when he did, he got so geeked up that he went over and headbutted Terry Francona. He headbutted Terry Francona in the head while he had his helmet on. Terry Francona specifically went to get a helmet just to get headbutted by Josh Naylor. If you notice, you'll see that he actually had his helmet on only for the duration of that headbutt, and then bam, took it right on off. That's the guy that y'all just hired. Y'all got this dude in your dugout right now, okay? For the next 5 years, at least, if he makes it that long without being traded. Number 2 on my list of favorite Josh Naylor plays. Now, this one right here is from a couple years back. If you recall, back in 2022, when Josh Naylor was with the Guardians, he hit a solo home run off of Garrett Cole. And Garrett Cole was, you know, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Everybody didn't really like it like that. He had just came over from the Astros. And Josh Naylor, because this was a walk-off in game 4, assuming that they was going to end up winning that series, he hits the ball, right? And he proceeds to rock the baby. This is what I love about baseball. I love when they get outside of the whole, oh, we too mature, act like you've been there before. Nah, man, I want to see you rocking the baby, looking at Garrett Cole, taunting the Yankees, bro, which they ended up not winning that series. And, you know, I think it was actually Gleyber Torres who got a little get back at the end of that. But it don't matter, because this is exciting. It's what makes you look forward to the next game. It's what makes you say, yo, I want to see what else Josh Naylor does whenever he hits the field. So that is number 2. Now, number 1, I got to take that feature off. Number 1 happened this year in the ALCS. Josh Naylor was on first base, and he was about to run to second base when, boom, Jorge Polanco hits it to Ernie Clement. Ernie, boom, he set a pick for the ball. Like, he keeps the ball from going to the first base. And you can sit here and say, oh, well, he didn't really do it on purpose. Yes, he did. He knew immediately what he was doing. My man is not stupid. He was completely aware that if he jumped in the way of this ball, it was going to prevent him. Now, the reason why you might get real mad is because he jumped. But if I'm being honest, there's a lot of this kind of stuff going on in the league where folks are running outside of the line and getting in the way of the path of the ball when it's being thrown to certain bases, and they're being taught that this is good base running, like this is defensive base running. That was a little intense, right? That was a little hard, but it shows that he's willing to take a bullet. You remember Bruno Mars? I catch a grenade for you. This is Josh Naylor catching a grenade for the Seattle Mariners. I'm gonna risk concussion, full on CTE. I'm gonna risk being knocked out. I'm going to risk getting brain damage. Do I take a straight bullet directly to the back of my head for my team? And that is the level of intensity that I think that the Seattle Mariners are looking to have contagion in their clubhouse. I honestly think that that is one of the things that they consider, not to mention the fact that the dude stole like 20 bases and he's hella slow. All right, which means he's just smarter, right? Not to mention the fact that this dude is got a really high baseball IQ. Like, he just knows what's up. Short of just the stats, this is the type of energy that I think that the Seattle Mariners are looking to keep in their clubhouse for the next 5 years or so. I want to shout out Josh Naylor because nobody wants to be kicking around on different couches every other year. And it's nice for him to have a home, to possibly be able to purchase a home instead of renting, for him to be able to still be close to Canada where he is from. All right, this is a Canadian dude. All right, and he's not from that side of Canada, if I'm not mistaken. He's a little closer to the Toronto area in a place called Mississauga. I can never say it, man. I can't, forgive you. Mississauga. All right, he's one of them Canadian dudes. All right, and so being in Seattle, I think, as opposed to being in the desert when he was with the Diamondbacks, I feel like it's probably a little more to his liking as a dude who grew up a hockey fan. to be in Seattle, where he can quickly go over the border and find himself in British Columbia. All right. So I think that this is going to work out. I'm happy for Josh Naylor. Good on you, man. I hope that this makes I hope that this is a long-term thing for you, but I also hope that you don't have any dips, because I think that it is something to consider when people do come out of their comfort zone, which is for him being on the edge, kind of having to learn how to get a new job on an annual basis. Now that he does have a home, I wonder if this will make him take a dial back with regard to his level of intensity, since he does now have this added layer of comfort that he doesn't normally have. Let's be honest. Josh Naylor has been functioning on the free agent fumes for the last few years, being that he's getting just 1 year deal after 1 year deal. Now with 5 years, does that make him too comfortable? Does he put his feet up? Does he decide he doesn't need to try to steal so many bases because he's already got his long-term? I don't know. I guess time's just going to have to tell.